May accounting system naman, pero bakit walang nangyayari? Hello everyone, this is Jess Alcaraz. I teach people accounting, business, and financial literacy concepts. And for this video, I will be sharing to you, sa inyo, yung experiences and mga insights ko in terms of deploying accounting systems and talking to countless business owners sa mga problema nila in relation to accounting. So, I've been doing this for more than 2 years already, and I can categorize different problems ng mga business owners na na-handle ko into 4. The first one would be businesses na walang recording and walang tools. Well, of course, wala silang tools, wala silang records. So basically, they don't have any records at all. So they just operate their business on a cash basis, and for so long as meron silang natatanggap na pera and nakakabayad ng mga utang, nakakabayad ng mga suppliers, then they're good with that setup already. So yun yung mga number 1. Number 2 are businesses na may tools naman, may notebook, may spreadsheet, may accounting system, pero zero to little accounting records kasi hindi consistent yung recording nila. Number 3 would be businesses na merong tools, merong records, pero yung records nila, it's not relevant or mahirap mag-generate ng reports na magagamit for decision making. An example of this would be businesses na nagre-record naman on daily basis. Pero yung recording nila nasa iba't ibang notebooks and hindi naman siya sinasummarize. So at the end of the month, at the end of the quarter, at the end of the year, meron silang record, kumpletong records, pero hindi siya nakakonsolidate, hindi siya nasasummarize to determine kung ano ba talaga takbo ng business. So, wala rin. Hindi rin talaga nagagamit. Meron lang records. And then number 4, ito, medyo interesting to kasi may tools, may records, naka-summarize ng maayos, merong mga reports if they wanted to generate balance sheet, profit and loss, and cash flow statement, kayang mag-extract ng report, kayang mag-generate. But the problem is, in spite of having quality information sa kung ano ang nangyayari sa business, the management is not taking appropriate actions. So, interesting and at the same time, concerning then. But later, at the end of the video, I'll be giving to you some inputs kung paano natin pwedeng masolve yung mga problema ng 4 na categories ng business problems na yon. But before that, review muna tayo. So, at this point of the video, I wanted to review everyone, accountants, bookkeepers, and even business owners, kung ano ba yung accounting, ano ba yung role ng accounting sa mga businesses natin. So, accounting is the process of recording, classifying, summarizing, and reporting financial transactions to provide useful information for decision making. Ang end goal lang talaga ng accounting is mabigyan ang mga business owners or yung tinatawag na mga users of financial information reports, quality information para doon nila i-base ang mga decisions nila kung saan nila dadalhin ang business. So basically, if you can understand it on a deeper level, it will give us an idea na ang business pala is hindi hula-hulaan. Hindi siya sugal. But meron siyang scientific process of gathering information, consolidating it into a report, and analyzing the report to make informed decisions. Kumbaga, merong basis lahat ng ginagawa natin sa business. Do we expand? Do we add a product? Do we shift to another supplier? Do we get rid of this product line? Do we hire an accountant? Do we hire an operations manager? Do we get a loan from the bank? So mga decisions na yon, merong numbers na pwede nating pagbasehan yan. So, 5 things. Number 1, it will start with the transaction. It will start with the financial transaction. Ito yung i-record natin eh. So yung sales, yung expenses, yung nakatanggap tayo ng loan, nagbayad tayo ng loan, those are financial transactions. And ito yung mga bagay na dapat kinakapture ng accounting system natin. So these transactions, may source documents yan, may mga invoices, delivery receipts, contracts, whatever. And then, this will be recorded. These transactions will be recorded. Pero hindi lang po basta-basta record na, okay, sales, June 16, 5,000, hindi lang siya basta-basta ganun. Meron ding classifying. So, transaction, recording, and then, this record shall also be classified. Classified into different accounts. Ang account na ito is, does it affect sales? Does it affect cash? Does it affect accounts receivable? Does it affect rent expense? Does it affect salaries and wages? So, yun yung part ng classifying. Marami kasing business na, ayun na nga, merong records, pero hindi siya properly classified ang mga transaction. So, nakalump lang ang mga numbers into one big revenue amount and then one big expense amount and then meron namang profit. But then again, hindi natin alam saan ba nanggagaling yung sales natin, ano bang mga products ang nagbibigay ng sales, and then ano ba yung mga expenses that contributes the most amount or that deducts the most amount from our gross profit. So, we need those classifications to have a better information. And then, summarize yan. It will be summarized into reports, profit and loss, cash flow statement, balance sheet, meron pa yung mga statement of retained earnings, mga ganun. And then, this will now be communicated to the users of the financial statement, the owners, the managers, the shareholders, even the banks to some extent, to check if whether or not maganda ka pautangin or profitable kang pautangin, mga ganun. So again, transactions, records, classifying, summarizing, and then reporting of financial statements. So yun yung mga bagay that we need to understand na part talaga ng accounting. Now, in terms of implementing an accounting system, dalawang bagay lang naman talaga yung kailangan. Number 1 is a system of recording or capturing the transactions and recording those transactions. So pag sinabing system, hindi lang siya spreadsheet, hindi lang siya notebook, hindi lang siya accounting system or accounting software. What I'm referring to sa system of recording is the entire process talaga. Mula sa transaction na merong nabenta, merong na-expense, na dapat may mga invoices, may mga receipts, part na rin yun ng mga part na yun ng system. Okay? So may invoices ng sales, may mga receipts ng expenses. It will now be summarized into a daily report wherein dun sa daily report, may sales, may expenses, may cash count. And then we will be able to determine if merong cash shortage or cash overage. And then merong pipirma. Maglalagay kung sino yung in charge at that day. And then, those papers, those summary reports will be consolidated. Depende na sa inyo kung saan nyo ipapasa yan. And then, typically, it will be given to the accountant or the bookkeeper for encoding in the system or in the spreadsheet. So, kasama na rin yun, yung process of kailan, at saan siya ine-encode, part na yun ng system. And then, yung review process, basta mahabang process yan. Hindi lang siya basta may spreadsheet ka, may notebook ka, or may accounting software ka. It's a system. It's a process. So, dapat meron kang system of recording. And then, kung meron ka ng system, hindi naman gagana yan kung walang responsible person. So, kailangan sa businesses nyo, meron talagang tao na tututok sa accounting system or sa record-keeping system. It doesn't have to be the owner. Better nga kung ibang tao so that the business owner can focus on sales, marketing, and operations, basically the things that needs to grow the business. Pero kung kulang ka sa tao or kulang ka sa budget, then you will have no choice. Pero na ikaw din as owner yung in charge ng accounting system na ito. Importante na merong taong nakatutok kasi hindi naman tatakbo ang isang system kung walang magpapatakbo nito. And in fact, doon sa shinare ko kanina na 4 na problems, may mga businesses, I would even say na maraming businesses, na merong maayos na system, pero walang matinong records kasi busy si owner or yung in charge is hindi naman talaga marunong. So at the very least, hire someone who's good with numbers, who's diligent with record keeping para meron ka talagang records at times na kailangan mo na siya. So, ang nagiging effective practice sa mga clients ko is meron talagang in charge, either staff or business partner, kapatid. Okay, may mga clients ako na kapatid nila yung nag-handle ng accounting nila, or yung asawa mo. Okay? So, ikaw, husband, example lang husband is focused on the operation and then si wife focus on the finance or the accounting part of the business. And of course, meron palang pangatlo, periodic review. So, sa periodic review is that we will be generating the reports from our accounting system and then put it in a table wherein mapag-uusapan ng management. Ano bang nangyari in the past periods? Kumita ba tayo? Nalugi ba tayo? Ano yung product na bumubuhat sa business natin? Ano yung mga product na humihila sa atin pababa? Ano yung mga expenses na sumusobra sa budget natin? Ano yung mga expenses na pwede nating tanggalin in the future. So, mga ganun. So, may mga periodic review. Kasi sayang Sayang yung information, sayang yung report kung hindi naman nagagamit for decision making. So, ayun. So, punta na tayo sa last part of this video wherein ano ba yung mga inputs that I can give to the 4 problems na na-discuss natin kanina sa first part. So, for people or for businesses na walang system, walang records, it's about time that you implement such. Okay? Kahit manual records na muna, notebook, ledger, columnar, invoices, receipts, sa mga bagay na ganun. So kahit yan lang muna, especially kung maliit na business ka pa lang. Ang pinaka-goal is to capture daily transactions, to have updated and real-time records. If you can create a spreadsheet, better. If you can install an accounting system, best. Best yun kung mayroong accounting system, accounting software. Number 2, if may system ka na, may tools and apps ka na, pero paminsan-minsan mo lang siyang nagagamit, then it's about time that you gather all your willpower or force yourself to some extent to diligently record your transactions. Okay? So, you have to record transactions talaga. Or kung hindi talaga kaya kasi sobrang busy mo, sobrang hands-on mo sa operation, then hire someone else. Hire an in-house accountant, hire an in-house bookkeeper if your budget permits. Pero kung medyo tagilid ka sa budget, then you may outsource a virtual bookkeeper. Number 3, if may record keeping process ka na, pero hindi organized, gaya ng isa kong client na yung spreadsheet niya, may date, may description ng transaction, tsaka amount. And then, yung sa description ng transaction niya, paiba-iba. Okay? So, kahit gamitan mo ng filter or kahit ipakategorize mo sa AI yung spreadsheet, walang lalabas. Kasi nga, iba-iba yung description na ginagamit niya. So, kahit pa sabihin na ito, pambayad sa meals. So, may times na meal yung gamit niya, may times na food allowance, may times na basta iba-iba. Again, it cannot be, or mahirap siyang i-summarize. So, consult an accountant or bookkeeper kung paano mo mai-improve yung process so that you can generate relevant reports for decision making. You're already one step ahead kasi nakaka-capture mo na yung transaction. Ang kailangan na lang natin gawin is ayusin yung spreadsheet na ginagamit mo, or if you can level up into using an accounting software, then that would be better. And then number 4, which is the most difficult, kasi may record keeping process ka na, may accounting system ka na, nakaka-generate ka na ng report, pero you're not taking appropriate actions to solve your problems or to improve your performance. Mahirap ito kasi it can be anything. So kahit ako, I cannot have a generic input kung paano to isosolve kasi maraming rason bakit hindi ma-implement. So what I can do is to share some things or some factors that might be contributing to this scenario. Siguro, in denial ka lang sa reality ng business mo. You have this report telling you na hindi maganda ang takbo ng business, nalulugi tayo, nababaon tayo sa utang. That's based on the facts. But ayaw mong tanggapin. In denial ka. Kasi ang pinanghawakan mo, malakas naman yung sales, malakas yung benta, marami tayong customers. So, even if may quality information na naman dyan, may figures, may resibo, in denial ka lang. That is why you're not making appropriate action. Another thing is, you're emotionally attached to your business or your personnel. So whether we like it or not, at some point, we really have to let go of our business na nalulugi na. And based on evidence, wala na ring way to salvage it. And when I say salvage, masalba. Okay? I'm not sure if that's a Tagalog term or a Bisaya term. But salvage means to, kaya pa ba siyang i-save? Ayun. But, again, emotionally attached ka na. Naging baby mo yung business mo. And kahit na nalulugi na, you can't let it go. So kahit na all decisions or all evidence points out to this direction that you have to close down and let go of the business, ayaw mo pa rin. Or, may evidence na itong pinagkakatiwalaan mong tao is the one ruining your business, but since you're emotionally attached to that person, friend mo, kapamilya mo, naging business partner mo, they've been with you since the start, and you cannot, ano man tawag nito, di mo sila kaya tanggalin. Okay, you cannot gather all of your courage to fire them. Ganon. So, another thing would be, di mo lang talaga alam kung paano siya isolve. So, even if there are business owners na alam na nila anong problema, but since they don't personally know kung paano siya isolve, and wala rin naman silang kakilala na baka alam kung paano i-solve yung problem, they don't take action. Or, another thing, kulang lang talaga sa resources to implement solutions. So kahit alam mo na yung problema mo and may idea ka na rin kung paano siya i-solve, pero you don't have enough cash, you don't have enough credit limit, you don't have enough manpower to implement the solution, so hinahayaan na lang din. So, that's all. Medyo mahaba na ang video natin. Abot na siya ng 20 minutes, but I hope this video was informative. Kasi on my end, I really tried to make this as informative and as practical as possible, anchored on my experiences for the past 2 years. So, ayun lang siguro. Let me know kung ano yung pinaka-crucial or pinaka-relatable na share ko in this video. So, let me know in the comments, and kato lang, and maayong gabi sa tanan.